Welcome back, everyone. Recently, I've been looking for an excuse to dive into some of the underrated classics that I missed out on back before computers did all the animating. Of course, there are a lot of these titles in my backlog, so I decided to make a series of short videos covering them. And what better anime to start off with than Gunsmith Cats?
Music, start!
The year is 1996 and you're snuggled into your bright blue inflatable chair, starting up Rurouni Kenshin because it's the 90s and life was a little more carefree then. And then bam, a new OVA is released full of American fan service. Female bounty hunters doubling as gunsmiths, a badass GT500 drifts across the screen, guns as far as the eye can see, and well, also... Okay, so this looks pretty promising. Our story is centered around Riley Vincent. She's an expert marksman, impeccable driver, and a perfect balance of intelligent and sassy. Minnie May is her partner, who specializes in explosives, which also doubles for a great explanation of her personality. Together, the two take on big bounties in the Chicago area when they're prompted with an offer to help the ATF, a mission that appears to be simple, but of course it never is. Throughout the 3-episode OVA, we see some absolutely stunning action scenes centered around these formidable ladies. They come across an enemy who can finally match Riley's skill in both marksmanship and driving like a maniac. Watching how Riley and Minnie May handle the fast-paced shootouts and car chase scenes are insanely entertaining. Each episode feels like it's done in record time, and I have to say that's the most disappointing aspect of this anime. We're only blessed with 3 episodes where they barely scratch the surface of world building and characters, and honestly, I need a lot more. And you know I gotta say it, there's something to be said about a 90s hand-drawn anime. It just has a special appeal that modern-day anime can't compete with. When creating this series, the production team wanted to give an illusion of reality. This isn't necessarily clear with their character designs, but more with what they wear, drive, and even the type of weapons each character has. They went as far to have an actual fashion designer on hand during the character creation portion. The main staff actually flew out to Chicago several times to get a proper feel for what they wanted to create and to ensure accuracy of Chicago, guns, and of course that beautiful GT500. They took photos and videos all over Chicago, some of which are just straight up in the show. They also made sure to stop by a gun store which had a gun range in the back. It changed their perception of how guns worked after seeing them shot in real life, as Japan is generally known to have fairly strict gun laws. They weren't able to handle them like they did in America. And can you guess their next stop? Because it was definitely a police academy where they could meet Americans that actually dealt with crime on a daily basis. You can see how much information they absorbed in these several trips to Chicago as the anime nails the environment, gun design, and the American vibe. Well, accurate for the most part, but it's also a little goofy as hell at times. It was a whole other level of fun to watch the making of for this show because there's something wholesome about seeing the Japanese giggle while watching American officers shoot guns. The music is also inspired by American contemporary music with a big dash of American jazz. I mean, come on, that intro clearly inspired Cowboy Bebop. They wanted to make sure that not only was the animation on point with American culture, but even more so with the music. The DVD and Blu-ray box set comes with a behind-the-scenes episodes where they showcase some of the dope artwork, like this one where Riley gives me major Kusanagi vibes. Not to mention the intro itself is a masterpiece. I won't spoil too much of that for you though. Or actually I probably will a little bit. So, now you know about all the love and hard work that went into this. Why aren't you blowing up your inflatable chair and watching it? Is it because you already tried to buy it on Amazon and for some ungodly reason the box set is $150? The downside to getting back into 90s anime is finding out how to watch it, though I know you'll figure out a way. I couldn't recommend this anime enough, and I have to say Riley and Minnie May get a best friends rating on this 3-episode OVA. We don't have a lot to work with, but we can tell they're pretty awesome together. Here's to hoping that one day an animation studio will want to revive this show and bring it back to life so we can see these ladies go at it again. Hey, thanks for watching. I plan on diving into more 80s and 90s anime, and I'm always open for suggestions. You can reach me on Twitter and Discord. I hope your week is as rad as Riley Vincent.